There's a cold weight that lands in your chest when you realize you're completely alone. Not just physically alone, but truly isolated in the world. You look around, the co-workers, the family, the friends, and you notice the shift. Their smiles don't reach their eyes anymore. Conversations die when you enter the room. The energy changes. You're no longer one of them. You've become the target. Most people crumble here. The human brain is wired for the tribe, for consensus, for the comfort of numbers. When the pack turns, instinct screams at you to panic, to beg, to explain, to fight for acceptance. Stop. Don't do it. That pressure you feel, the eyes on you, the quiet hostility. It's not a mistake. It's a test. It's your graduation. You've become a threat to mediocrity. You're doing something real, something others can't or won't do. Look at Niccolò Machiavelli. The man who wrote the ultimate manual on power didn't sit in a palace. He was exiled, stripped of his position, accused of conspiracy, thrown into a dungeon, tortured with the strap. His shoulders dislocated as he hung by his hands. Everyone was against him. The state, the church, the Medici family, even his old allies. Did he beg? Did he apologize? No. He went home, washed off the blood, sat at his desk, and wrote The Prince. He transformed exile into an empire of ideas that outlasted every person who tried to destroy him. That's the lesson. When the odds are impossible, you don't fight their hatred directly. You turn it into fuel for your rise. But you must be willing to let go of the need to be liked. Power is not popularity. It's physics. Right now, we're going to use the weight of the world to crush opposition and build your throne. First, understand your situation. You're not under attack because you're weak. You're under attack because you've violated the unspoken rules of the group. Machiavelli wrote, "There is nothing more difficult, more dangerous, or more uncertain than taking the lead in a new order of things." When you start improving your finances, your body, your mind, you hold a mirror to everyone else. Your discipline highlights their laziness. Your progress stings because it reflects their stagnation. They don't hate you. They hate the light you're shining on their failure. This is the crab bucket mentality. If one crab tries to climb out, the others grab its legs and pull it back down. You are the climbing crab. Stop trying to reason with them. Stop explaining your vision. They understand perfectly. That's why they resist. Their agitation is proof that you're moving ahead while they are not. The friction you feel is not punishment. It's confirmation. You are on the vector of the outlier. The herd moves at the speed of the slowest member. The predator moves at the speed of his hunger. Decide which you are. When the world turns against you, instinct wants you to defend yourself, to explain, to justify. That's a trap. Arguing with a mob only validates their power. It's like pouring energy into a black hole. You drain yourself while they remain untouchable. Machiavelli's approach was different. When the Medici exiled him, he didn't scream in the piazza. He vanished. He retreated to his farm in St. Andrea. He went silent. Absolute silence. This is the strategy of the void. When everyone is against you, remove yourself as a target. Become a ghost. Withdraw your presence, your energy, your reactions. Silence starves the fire. Gossip, hatred, opposition, they all need fuel. Your reaction feeds them. Your anger, your explanation, your visible struggle, it's all fuel. Remove it. Give them nothing. Watch them turn on each other. Watch paranoia shift from you to them. While you vanish, you are not idle. You are working in secret. building in the shadows. Imagine the terror you inflict by being untouchable. No anger, no sadness, no rebuttal, just presence, then absence. They start wondering, what is he planning? Why isn't he afraid? Use isolation. The void is not empty. It's a forge. Alone, stripped of allies, you must rely on yourself. You learn self-sourced power. Look at 50 Cent. Blackballed by the industry, shot 9 times, rejected by every label. Did he complain? No. He retreated to the basement, recorded mixtapes, flooded the streets with product. By the time the world realized he was back, he was already king. Your exile is your opportunity. Locked in a room with your potential. Good. Do not emerge until you are a monster. There will be moments when you can't disappear. Trapped in a toxic office. Stuck at home with resentful family. Here, use Machiavelli's most dangerous lesson. Conceal your intentions. In his discourses, he tells the story of Lucius Brutus. Everyone was against him, powerless, threatened. If he fought, he died. If he ran, he would be hunted. So he played the fool. Submissive, slow, harmless, invisible. He let the king mock him, let the court laugh. But behind that mask, he was watching, memorizing weaknesses, waiting for the precise moment to strike. And when that moment came, he led the revolution, overthrowing the monarchy. He won because he was willing to look weak, to be underestimated. Think like Brutus. Think like a fox and a lion at the same time. When everyone is against you, you don't wear your ambition on your sleeve. That's a target. Blend in. Camouflage yourself in mediocrity. If your boss resents you, don't outshine him yet. Agree. Compliment. Make him feel secure. If your family mocks your side project, say, "Yeah, it's just a hobby. No big deal." Lower their guard. Make them think you're defeated. There's genius in this. You are acting for their perception, not for your reality. This isn't cowardice. It's espionage. You're a spy behind enemy lines, gathering intelligence, conserving resources, waiting for the perfect moment. The arrow strikes silently. So should you. Modern philosophy echoes this truth. Nassim Taleb calls it anti-fragility. There are 3 types of things in this world. Fragile things break under pressure. A glass vase. Robust things survive pressure. A rock. Anti-fragile things get stronger under pressure. The human mind, disciplined muscles, sharpened skills. These are anti-fragile. When opposition surrounds you, don't aim to merely survive. Aim to get stronger. Use their attacks as data. Every insult, every critique, reveals a weakness in your armor. He's arrogant? Time to mask your pride. He's incompetent? Time to sharpen skills they can't touch. He's broke? Focus relentlessly on cash flow. Friends may lie to protect your feelings. Enemies? They give the brutal truth because it hurts. Take the hurt out of it. Take the data. Transform attacks into intelligence. Machiavelli teaches that a prince must be both hawk and lion. Recognize traps. Frighten wolves. Your enemies are showing you where the traps are. Pressure from all sides forces growth. If you were comfortable, you'd stay average. Being hunted forces speed, sharpness, and intelligence. The opposition is your teacher. Embrace it. Without the Joker, Batman is just a rich guy in a costume. Without resistance, the outlier cannot emerge. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple. The board, investors, and industry turned on him. Did he quit? Did he sulk? No, he founded Next, acquired Pixar, mastered patience, business, leadership. By the time he returned to Apple, he wasn't just back, He was stronger, smarter, untouchable. Betrayal forced evolution. The tribe rejecting you is a blessing, not a curse. No cavalry is coming. The cavalry is you. Isolation is your laboratory. Machiavelli warns against relying on others, mercenaries, hired allies, or friends. If they fail, you fail. If they succeed, you are their prisoner. Survival, influence, and power come from self-reliance. Build your financial autonomy, emotional autonomy, intellectual autonomy. Ideas verified by you, not borrowed from the group. This is the sovereign mindset. When you need nothing from them, their power over you disappears. Ask yourself, why do you care they're against you? Approval, money, love, remove dependency. When you can face the mob and say, I don't need you to survive, you've won. You are no longer a puppet of their opinion. You are a free man, and a free man is terrifying to those trapped in conformity. Perception is everything. The wall of opposition you see is an illusion. Machiavelli knew no group is truly united. Temporary interests, common targets, they hold people together. Remove yourself as the target, through silence, through the void, and cracks emerge. Your job isn't to smash the wall, it's to find the loose brick. If you face a toxic office, hostile family, or circle of frenemies, don't attack the group. Find the weakest link. Someone only nodding along out of fear. Someone secretly jealous of the leader. Approach them in secret. Confide subtly. Feed their ego. Plant seeds of doubt about the others. You don't need lies. Highlight the friction that already exists. Turn one person and you break consensus. Suddenly the mob becomes fractured. Paranoia spreads internally while you remain untouchable. You dismantle the army without firing a shot. Revenge is a human instinct, but raw retaliation is primitive. Biology screams to yell, to expose, to hurt back. That fails more often than it works. Direct attacks give them a story. They say, see, he's crazy, toxic, unstable. The only revenge that works, the Machiavellian revenge, is undeniable success. Overmatch. A life so superior that opposition is meaningless. Think like a lion. Does a lion care if a sheep judges its hunting? No. The power gap must be absolute. While they gossip, you train. While they waste Fridays complaining at the bar, you build a side income. While they age, you become fitter. Embody the Count of Monte Cristo. Imprisoned, forgotten, erased. Edmond Dante didn't scream. He educated himself, found treasure, reinvented his identity. When he returned, he didn't just defeat enemies. He dismantled them, erased their power, claimed their secrets, all while they never knew it was him until the end. You must become the Count. Let small victories be theirs today. The petty fights, the office politics. You're playing a different game, the decade game, not the day-to-day grind. 6 months of focus can put you 5 years ahead of the average person. Imagine returning a year from now with a new body, new mindset, new wealth, new presence. Absolute indifference toward those who doubted you hurts more than any insult. Their hate becomes meaningless because it couldn't stop you. Now comes the hardest lesson. Stop wishing it were easier. Stop wishing people were nice. Learn to love the opposition. Stoics call it amor fati, love of fate. Not just accepting life, but embracing every struggle, every betrayal, every setback as raw material for your greatness. The world being against you isn't punishment. It's fuel. The wind that resists the plane during takeoff. That same wind lifts it. Your enemies are that wind. Every you can't, every exclusion, every betrayal, use it. Let it propel you. Machiavelli was stripped of his career. If that hadn't happened, he'd have remained a minor bureaucrat in Florence, forgotten. Instead, exile forced him to think, write, and build an empire of ideas that would last centuries. Your opposition is doing the same for you. They are unknowingly making you dangerous. This is the ultimate mindset shift. Stop being the victim. Start being the predator. Look at those trying to destroy you and feel gratitude. Yes, gratitude. Thank them. Their attacks, their jealousy, their schemes. They're forging you. You are turning pain into power. You are alchemy in action. Lead thrown at you becomes gold. Slowly the tide will turn. When you survive the winter, build the business, get in shape, and prove your concept. Those same people start drifting back. They'll say, "I always knew you could do it. We were just worried." Don't buy it. History will be rewritten in their favor if you let it. Machiavelli warns, people are simple and ready to follow immediate necessity. Those who deceive will always find those willing to be deceived. Don't be deceived. Forgive if needed, but remember, you've set new laws, new standards. Access to your energy is now a privilege. Those who tried to bury you, they're outside. Those who stayed loyal, they get a seat at the table. You are no longer playing by their rules. You are the storm. Your circle is tight, your counsel private, your boundaries unapologetic. This is the reality of winning when everyone is against you. It's not tragedy. It's initiation. Life is asking, do you have enough faith in yourself to stand alone? Most fold, most apologize, most rejoin the herd and die as copies. Not you. You say yes. You use silence, darkness. You study the game while they sleep. You build a fortress so high that no arrow reaches you. One day, from that fortress, you'll look down. The people who doubted you, mocked you, betrayed you, they'll look tiny. Not because you seek revenge, but because you became distinct. You are the outlier. They are the crowd. That is the ultimate victory. Now understand this. This is only what I can show publicly. There are lessons, strategies, and psychological tools I cannot openly discuss on YouTube. The algorithm suppresses the most powerful content. Those truths exist behind the join button. If you're still here, watching, reading, you're not like the others. Subscribe if you haven't. But if you want access to what's hidden, the uncensored strategies that delve into the deepest human psychology, click the join button and step into the architect level. Those willing to go further will learn methods most will never see. Back to strategy. When you are isolated, your enemy's at your back. Remember this. Their unity is temporary. No group holds forever. They are bound by a common target, you. Remove yourself as the target through absence, silence, and strategy, and cracks appear. Your job is not to hit the wall, but to find the loose brick. In any toxic environment, a workplace, a family, a circle of frenemies, identify the weakest link. One person nodding out of fear, secretly jealous, or less committed. Approach them. Not to fight, but to confide. I know they don't get it, but I always knew you were different. Plant subtle seeds of doubt. Expose existing friction. Turn one ally in your favor and the mob fractures. Suddenly, they're not united. Paranoia spreads internally while you remain untouchable. This is dismantling an army without firing a single shot, a virus in the software. Revenge, again, is natural. Biology screams to react, yell, hurt them back, expose them. That primitive instinct is messy. It usually backfires. Machiavellian revenge isn't about immediate retaliation. It's about overmatch. Build a life so superior, so undeniable, that their judgment becomes irrelevant. Widen the gap. While they gossip, you train. While they complain, you build. While they stagnate, you grow. Edmond Dantes didn't scream in prison. He educated himself, discovered treasure, and reinvented himself as the Count. When he returned, he dismantled his enemies' lives, not out of rage, but because his power made theirs irrelevant. You must become the Count. Play the long game. 6 months of focus can put you 5 years ahead. Return a year from now. New body, new wealth, new mindset, absolute indifference. That is more lethal than anger. Now the final transformation. Embrace the struggle. Stop wishing it was easier. Stop hoping people were nicer. And start loving the resistance. Every challenge, every betrayal, every insult is raw material. Amor fati. Love your fate. Not just accept it, but use it to forge greatness. The wind resisting a plane's takeoff lifts it higher. Your enemies, your critics, your betrayers, they are that wind. Every you can't, every exclusion, every sabotage is fuel. Use it to accelerate, not to break. The universe is testing you, refining you. Gratitude for opposition is the mark of the untouchable. Machiavelli's exile forced him to think, to write, to rise above those who tried to destroy him. Your trials are doing the same for you. This is the ultimate shift from victim to predator. Look at those who try to destroy you and feel a quiet, powerful gratitude. Every attack is a lesson. Every slight is a building block. Pain becomes power. Lead turns to gold. Slowly, the tide shifts. Your survival, your growth, your mastery will eventually make them reconsider. They'll say, I always knew you could do it, but don't be fooled. They will try to rewrite history. They'll pretend they were on your side all along. Machiavelli warns, humans are simple and ready to follow the immediate necessity. Those willing to deceive will always find willing and deceived. Don't be that person. Forgive, but remember, you've now set new rules. Access to your energy, your time, your focus is a privilege. Those who tried to bury you stay outside. Those who remained loyal sit with you at the table. You are no longer a participant in petty games. You are the storm. Your circle is tight, your counsel private, your boundaries unapologetic. This is the reality of winning when everyone is against you. It is not tragedy. It is initiation. Life is asking, do you believe in yourself enough to stand alone? Most fail. Most fold. Most rejoin the herd and die as copies. You say yes. You use silence, darkness, discipline. You study while they sleep. You build while they gossip. You create a fortress so high no arrow reaches you. One day you will look down from that fortress. The people who doubted you, mocked you, betrayed you, they'll look small, not because you seek revenge, but because you are distinct. You are the outlier. They are the crowd. That distinction is your ultimate victory. But remember, the public content is only part of the lesson. There are deeper strategies, uncensored psychological tools, methods I cannot openly share on YouTube. If you're still here, you are not like the others. Subscribe if you haven't. But for those who want what's hidden, the architect-level knowledge that exposes the deepest layers of human behavior, click the join button. Those willing to step further will learn strategies most will never see. Now let's bring it full circle. Silence, invisibility, strategy, patience, and long-term growth. Your enemies think they understand you. They don't. They are blinded by their assumptions, their fear, their ego. While they argue, fight, and gossip, you evolve. Every insult, every betrayal, every exclusion becomes a blueprint for your next move. Isolation forces self-reliance, financial independence, emotional resilience, intellectual sovereignty. Remove dependency on anyone, and suddenly, no one can control you. Approval, irrelevant. Access, only on your terms. Love, earned, not borrowed. You have cut the strings. You are free, and freedom is dangerous to mediocrity. History repeats itself. Look at those who transformed betrayal into empire. Machiavelli, Steve Jobs, 50 Cent, Edmond Dantes. They turned exile, rejection, and opposition into the foundation of unmatched power. You must do the same. When everyone is against you, it is not failure. It is opportunity. Your enemies, your doubters, your critics, they are teaching, training, and sharpening you. Use it. Build silently, relentlessly, invisibly. Make your presence, your influence, your success undeniable. Let them be irrelevant while you become exceptional. Finally, understand the psychology of power. When opposition exists, it's a gift. Paranoia, jealousy, exclusion. They expose weaknesses, reveal structures, and force evolution. Your role is not to fight the mob directly, but to move with strategy, patience, and precision, one step at a time, one brick at a time. One small influence turned in your favor fractures the whole system. Use silence, patience, invisibility, and relentless self-improvement. Revenge is not shouting, it's overmatch, undeniable supremacy. Success is the ultimate rebuttal, so when the tribe turns on you, when betrayal strikes, when isolation feels unbearable, remember this: the world is sculpting you. Every insult, attack, or rejection is hammering you into something stronger, sharper, unstoppable. You are no longer the person who needed validation. You are sovereign. You are free. You are the storm. Those who doubted, mocked, betrayed, they are insignificant because you built your empire in the shadows while they slept. You are the outlier. They are the crowd. That is the ultimate victory. If this perspective opened your eyes, know this: there is far more beyond what I can show publicly. The deepest insights, the uncensored strategies, exist behind the join button. If you're still watching, still reading, you're not like the rest. Subscribe if you haven't. Click join to access what most people will never see. Step into the architect level and unlock strategies that dive into the darkest, most powerful layers of human behavior. Most won't. That's the point. You are the exception. You are the outlier. And this is your path to ultimate power.